Hey, what's going on, you guys? Keith Carnes here. Starting this one out with kind of a chuckle of sorts because I was actually just logged into YouTube. I would say probably, just a matter of minutes ago, and I saw that I had 5 notifications. You know, the usual: somebody commented on a video, somebody shared a video, and thank you to those people for the feedback and sharing. It's always cool to have my channel kind of, you know, getting more publicity than it could just simply being on YouTube. But I saw 2 suggestions, and this is one of 2 that I got that as soon as I saw them, I knew I had to make videos about them. So this one here really made me laugh when I read it. It really made me laugh because it was funny, and I thought, you know, hey, why not make a video about it? And I haven't had a Which Is Better in a long time. God, how long has it been since my last Which Is Better? What, has it been over a year? Been about a year? Whew. Anyway, so this one, it says, this user, Edward Karam, who has been very active on my videos lately, so thank you, Edward. I really appreciate the support of the channel as usual. I love seeing certain subscribers. I only got a couple that really put their really seem to put their mark on my channel, so to speak. So thank you for that, Edward. And he wrote me and says, what is better, being gutted alive or buried alive? That's what he wants to know, and as you see in the title, that's what I'm going to say, I'm talking about. He says, I don't think this is a threat to the Keith Carnes, unless several videos are uploaded a week from this point onwards. This is merely a cry for more of the Keith Carnes analytic, critical, and intellectual brain on YouTube. So I'll take that as a compliment. I think it's just a funny way of him saying you need to make more videos, and I appreciate that. I've had a few people writing me saying, you know, hey, when's the next upload? I just, you know what, with the new transition to high definition, videos are really not that easy to make anymore, because I have to be able to upload for like 3 hours at a time. And it's a fucking bitch because it really stops my internet from being able to do anything else. So I really only have certain times I can upload, so I don't really upload that much anymore. But anyway, this is dragging on far too long. We're almost at 3 minutes. So Edward wanted to know, being gutted alive or buried alive, which is better? Before I give my official opinion, or whatever you want to call it, being gutted alive, let's go over that one first. Being gutted alive, a lot of people would say, is probably the worst of the 2, but I actually disagree. To me, I think being gutted alive would be probably worse, so that kind of gives my answer away. Because when you're gutted alive, I imagine somebody stabbing you several times in the stomach. I'm guessing that's what Edward meant. I don't really know. I'm sorry if that's not what you meant. But being gutted alive would basically be somebody like stabbing and ripping your stomach open and shit like that to get down to brass tacks, so to speak. And the thing about the human body that I've learned being a member of Documenting Reality is that your body actually shuts down pretty quick when you face extreme trauma like being gutted alive. Your body cannot really withstand that kind of pain. You would lose feeling, and you would lose consciousness pretty fucking quick. I mean, you'd be out, not like that, but you'd be out pretty quick. And then you'd bleed out pretty fast as well, because they'd obviously hit many vital organs, and they'd hit a lot of stuff in there that keeps you alive. So being gutted alive would definitely be quicker. Buried alive is just more about waiting to die. And the human body is pretty remarkable. I mean, you can last a very long time without, pretty long time without food or water. So, with that being said, buried alive, pretty much you're gonna starve to death. You're gonna be dehydrated. You're gonna basically die from the lack of food and water. So if I had to pick, like if an executioner was in front of me and he said, okay, what do you want? You want to be gutted or buried alive? I would probably just pick gutted. I mean, it would be horrendous, but you got to think you're going to be dead a lot faster than the guy that chooses to be buried. I think there's a lot less suffering in being gutted. As weird as it sounds, it's pretty logical if you think about it. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I mean, what would you choose? If you guys feel comfortable answering that, let me know. I don't know. But no, I never take these as threats when people ask me. There's another guy that asked me, might have been Edward. I don't know. But there was another one where it's like having a guillotine or something like that, or being hanged or something like that. What am I? Is it real? And I don't take these as threats as long as it's not saying, you know, you better choose because it's going to happen to you. That's a threat. But if you just say, hey, which one would you prefer if you had to choose? But I understand letting the public know you're not some fucking weirdo, and I appreciate that. So that's my answer. I would choose being gutted. Anyway, guys, this is a rather sick topic, but I hope you enjoyed this episode of Is It Real? Oh, really, Keith? Woo! I just said, is it real? I've been doing too many of those. Which is better? I'm sorry. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Which is Better. If you have any more suggestions and whatnot, I will get to them as soon as I can. And I will see you guys in the next. Peace.